Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Dirtheads? We're coming at you with an insane leak we found today on the Shardy. Apparently, the entire script was leaked recently in a massive data breach caused by what we believe to be an anonymous hacker. That has led to us having access to almost all of the Dirt Wars beta files, including the early access edition of the Dirt Wars first-person shooter game, Dark Forces. I know, it's insane to think about that we're going to finally have that, ladies and gentlemen. I've been waiting for this for so long, but the biggest thing and the thing we're on right now today is this script right here. This is it, the leaked script of Forever. Let me move my little head here so you can see it a little bit better, because this is crazy to think about. Let me just shrink myself up a little bit down here. This is insane to think that we're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that we have this script after 10 years of waiting. It's insane. And this is the early edition of the script, too. Well, without further ado, let's get into analyzing the script. So, for all Dirtheads understand is that at the end of Malding, there were about, like, 7 books that released, more or less, detailing the events of everything that happened afterward, and we were really hoping that those books would be made canon, but giving a brief skim through on this, I don't believe that any of these books are canon, and unfortunately, I think the entire events of the book taking place in between Cope and Seethe has also been rendered non-canon, and I'll point out in the line when it comes up. So, we're going to be going through, it's Dirt Wars script, Do Not Steal, all the official things you do, sequel to Malding. So we know for a fact this was going to be a sequel. There were some people out there in the forums that were fucking lunatics thinking it was going to be a fucking prequel. There's no such thing as the prequels. They're not coming out. Let's just be honest. That was a leak by a guy who died in a shootout, like, for being like a little fucking pedophile. Like, I hate those fucking people. Am I right? So basically, let's just go through here. You might be able to understand this fic without reading the one first. I think that means like flick. I think they forgot to put the L. You might want to get all the references and layered subtext I put in. If you don't read the earlier stuff, take that into account when reviewing. That seems to be a mistake, making me deep. Okay. So the intro is like I don't think that the script really followed a specific structuring on how a like storyboarding or anything. I don't think it really followed a linear progression. A lot of this is just raw dialogue and a raw dialogue. I think that it was going to be a sort of ad hoc filming. I don't know. I'm not sure. It would have been amazing to see, but I think that ever since they released on their X that they were going to completely redo the script. I think that they're just throwing this one out. Which is a shame, because this script had some really good ideas in it, guys. Captain Floozy stopped and gazed into space. Oh no, it was happening. She couldn't help thinking about Johnny again. She tried not to. See, this is the first line that invalidates the third book after Malding. It basically... That whole romance subplot that led to the entire marriage scene, and then the next 3 verse, like where Johnny's coming to terms with the death of Floozy at the hands of A-Buddy. It's really it just, all of that getting thrown out is really a tragedy. I loved the raw emotion of the sex scenes within that book. The passion it gave me late at night was riveting and astounding, despite the ages of the characters. But she tried not to, desperate to avoid the thoughts that could not be, no, would not be held back. But like dozens of unstoppable ninjas, they came creeping forward till they filled her brain. Johnny's smiles sound like gold. It feels like this is just basically like setting up like descriptions of him. It's her like remembering him. I don't know if they picked and choose what books were canon or not, but really it's a blow to the Dirthead community that they picked and chose canon so liberally like this. It's astounding. It's basically shitting on the entire idea of what the fandom was, and it's crazy to think that this script wasn't done. Hopefully with the next script they focus more on the continuity and respecting the authors of the novels in between. Anyways, it was like they hooked up. Like they hooked up. I believe the club they're talking about may be a reference to the prop killer. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But like she's just dreaming of him. And then Bobby shows up. Bobby shows up really early in this. We had the leak where we saw the outline of him and were able to trace down a like author that had done work with it, and we knew the actor for Bobby who it was going to be. But we didn't realize he would show up this early in the movie. We thought that honestly he would show up later, but I don't know, maybe it was something like that. And basically this implies that Johnny has a planet, which is strange because thinking about it, he never really had a planet. Even after he had won, there was no planet that he had owned. I mean, in the second novel, it specified that he didn't want to rule over a planet. He just wanted to just just play the game and not have to worry about anything. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah. So, Captain Floozy is obsessed with Johnny. This is going back to like the end of the second book, like the last chapter of like her being obsessed. It's kind of like, you know, like you've all read the last chapter of that book. I mean, you fucking know, like, fuck, like, you know what I mean. Okay, and then Johnny was today. I would finally be married to John, and then they specify that Johnny is gay, which I think honestly is a product of DEI being forced into everything, and I think it's a travesty. It's just a shame. It's a actual disgrace that's what they went with. I don't get it. I do not get it at all. They DEI'd him. I didn't want to tell you guys this at first, ladies and gentlemen, but really this is astounding. If I was looking at this script and they let me in the room as a fan, I'd be like, get out, you're all fired. Like you clearly are sellouts. You clearly are disappointments. I can't fucking believe you did this. But apparently he's married to John. I don't know. And, you know, this whole wedding bullshit, like, you know, Bunzy didn't come to the wedding, which is strange because Bunzy and Johnny had that whole bromance in the 6th book where they took out that, like, pirate base, and it was honestly, amazing how well they captivated the two of them, murdering hundreds of people. And when they got into that daycare, I don't know, man, the bromance was just right there, like. And it's like John here early up in the morning, and Johnny's in the dress, which I don't know, whatever. It's all stupid. It's all just DEI shit. Johnny had a bit of an alarm clock alarm clock kink. So it's like more DEI. They're pushing alarm clock kinks in now. I don't understand why this isn't like Dirt Wars. I don't understand why it was kind of nice, you know, like everything. It's all bullshit about their gay fucking wedding nobody cares about. And yeah, there's like the fucking perfect couple. Like it's blatantly like DEI forcing on my face. Like it's forcing the DEI on my face. And Bunzy shows up in like a smoke bomb and he says he wants John, which makes a little bit more sense. Like if you watch the original movies, there was a lot of like layered tension between them. Especially in the second movie, in Seed, it was astounding how much tension that they kind of subconsciously, subtextually like wrote in. If you saw my video essay on the like homosexual and transgender undertones of that movie, which by the way, people say that I'm criticizing DEI and I made that video. No, DEI is when you force it, not when it's just there as subtext. Okay. So it's like there's a lot of subtext that I think that they really might have been capitalizing on, but the script is just a mess. Yeah, and then there's this whole diss here. I don't know what this is. And anybody was the priest, that's fine, that's whatever. And oh, yeah, they invited Bobby to the wedding, which is weird. Like, they invited Bobby. We thought that he was the antagonist, but maybe there was like some spy thing going on. Maybe Johnny was on Bobby's side. I don't know. And Bunsey defeated Bobby off screen, which is really weird. He says that he defeated him off screen, which is really weird. I don't know what that means. And like it's just this stupid shit with the wedding. And like he threatens to resurrect Bobby here, which is so weird. We've never seen that power creep before. We've never seen this level of power creep in the setting ever. It's amazing. I don't know what to expect. And it's like stupid shit. And then there's like this where Captain Floozy like looks at Johnny at the wedding, and they like fucking throw their like clothes off, I think. Yeah, like no mercy, no pants. Johnny looks shocked and like no shock, no along, and they fucking fall in love. Like they fall in love again, I guess, and then their clothes came off. Like they're like, it's just dog shit. It's just complete fucking dog shit. I don't. And like they have sex, which I don't know if they would put that sex scene in the full movie. I fucking hope they do if they did go with the script, but and they fucking they leave, and then there's this whole like there's this like script here, and then there's this like post thing, and they're talking about like John. And at the end here, and they have John wearing nipple clamps. It's so strange. I don't know. It's so strange. I don't know. This whole script wasn't really. I don't know. It wasn't anything really to shake a stick at. It's just disappointing, honestly. I hope that they do a better script. I just hope they have better continuity of the books. Like, I can't even really say this did anything too well. This doesn't feel like a Dirt Wars movie, but I don't know. Anyways, Dirt Heads, see you all next time. We'll have the, like, fucking the beta for Dark Forces, like, played. I'll do a full long play. So, see you around, guys.